It's Saturday. Not really, y'all. Just kidding, but it is my Saturday. Today's my first day off in about a week. I'm taking Tuesday and Wednesdays off. For right now, I'm switching my schedule, playing around with different schedule things work-wise to see what's going to be most advantageous to make the most amount of money in the least amount of time without not keeping me up all freaking night. Because I'm not really a third shifter. I did it for a couple years, but I absolutely hated it. So, just been resting, y'all. Just got through a little bit of a run this morning, but after this, I'm gonna be going back to bed, getting some more rest, enjoying my Saturday, which I usually rest most of the day. I got a buddy coming over later on. We're gonna hang out. He's staying with me tonight. Crudy, you doing good? How are you this morning? Looks like you're up. You're up awful early today, so good to see you. All right, y'all. So I want to officially welcome everybody to the Daily Reader podcast on the Tony's Journey YouTube channel, where we read from a daily reader or a devotional, and we learn tools and principles, including but not limited to prayer, meditation, and breath work that help us to stay more present and to live better lives. We meet on here daily at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe to this channel for future updates and podcast episodes. So go ahead and find a safe stopping place this morning, somewhere you can get comfortable, so we can do our relaxation session together this morning. And while y'all are doing that, I'm actually gonna light our candle here. This candle stands for represents cleansing and purity. Also, while you're getting to a comfortable place, I want you to be thinking about something that you're grateful for this morning as well. I'll give you another minute to get there. So I'm going to go ahead and share something I'm thankful for this morning, and I'm thankful for our men's group meeting last night. We had a really powerful group, to say the least, with all the guys. The Mankind Project group, I actually co-lead that group, and it was just powerful. We got a lot of good insights. We done some really good work last night. I think it's going to really shift a lot of things for all of us in the group. So I love when we get to come together. We meet every 2 weeks, and it's just powerful. Like, we're doing work that help us change, help us grow, and as on here, to live better lives and be more present in our lives. So, really thankful. If any of y'all guys are watching, I want to give y'all a shout out. That was freaking awesome last night. I think we all took something from it, where we can all grow, as well as apply it to our lives. Something that we learn. So, what are y'all grateful for out there? So, something you don't have to share it if you don't want to, but you're more than welcome. You can put it in the comments below if you want to do that. But yeah, just really feel the gratitude. Like right now, I got a full heart this morning. Really feeling really good about last night and some of the shifts that occurred in our group. Hey y'all, so we're gonna go ahead and started this morning. So if it's comfortable for you doing so, go ahead and close your eyes. And just take some slow, deep breaths, breathing in your nose, out your mouth. Today we're going to focus on this waterfall in the background, the birds on my projector over here. And just for the moment, just forget about any worries that you might have about tomorrow, the future, or even today. And just let go of any regrets that you have about the past. No sense in holding on to that stuff, because it don't do nothing but hurt us, and it weighs us down. Keeps us from being present in our lives. Keeps us from sometimes being able to move forward in our lives. Just because we got stuff that we won't let go of, that we're holding on to, burdens that we have on our shoulders. Some burdens are okay, right? But I do know that it's not good to carry all of them alone either. If there's a lot of burdens, it's good to reach out to other people to help with any burdens we have. But for now, let's just let them all go right now. No burdens at all in the moment. Okay, it's just in the present moment right now. Everything's okay. I'm okay. Even if I'm not okay, it's okay to be okay. Excuse me, it's okay to not be okay. So just feel how you feel. I'm not telling you to change how you feel. Just feel how you feel. And just really, really just simmer in that for a moment. It could be depression. It could be happiness. It could be like with me. I'm feeling really grateful right now for the work we did last night in our men's group. But yeah, just whatever it is, just allow it for the time being. And if you'll notice though, feeling down, depressed, fearful, whatever it is, you'll notice there's normally some thoughts that come with that feeling. So just for now, just tell those thoughts, no thank you, come back to you later. Or you can just let them pass, surrender them to God, however you want to do it, whatever's best for you in this moment. We're all different, so I'm not going to tell you how to do your inner work. You do it however you think is best for you. But for me, completely releasing and letting go of the thoughts is what's good for me. You just allow those feelings to come up. A lot of times the thoughts are not even true, right? The thoughts we think. That's why one of my mentors says, don't believe any thoughts that you think. Or don't believe the thoughts that you think. But it doesn't mean don't believe all the thoughts that you think. Don't believe every thought. There you go. Don't believe every thought that you think. And my experience is sometimes the emotion comes first and sometimes the thought comes first. Usually the thought comes first and I have some kind of emotional reaction to the thought. But I've learned over the years to really quiet the mind. So a lot of times I just have emotions just come up. Don't really have any thoughts about them. At least not in the beginning. Sometimes afterwards, after I start feeling an emotion, sometimes I can get a thought and latch onto that thought. It's where we just have to be careful and just realize it's just a thought. It's not us. It's not our actual being, who we are as a spirit, a spiritual being. It's just part of the mind, part of the ego. Continue breathing, y'all. Continue focusing on this nature. Beautiful nature sound here with the water running. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. Oh. just a minute, we're going to do a prayer. Today we're going to do the healer's prayer. Before we do that, I want you to take one more breath, breathing in your nose. This time take it in as deep as you can on the inhale. On the exhale, blow it out audibly, releasing any other stress or tension you might be holding on to in the body in this moment. And inhale. And exhale. And prayer. I'm only here to be truly helpful. I am here to represent him or her who sent me. I do not have to worry about what to say or what to do, because he or she who sent me will direct me. I am content to be wherever he or she wishes, knowing he or she goes there with me. I will be healed as I let him or her teach me to heal. And that's from chapter 2 of A Course in Miracles. Alright, y'all, getting ready for today's reading. I'm going to go ahead and turn on some lights, brighten it up a little bit in here. Turn off the background river sound here. River nature sound. It's not too distracting. While we're getting ready to do our reading here. Let's see here. Some light over here. Light up here, and one more. That's good. Should be good. Oh yeah, brighten it up. Brighten it up really good this morning. Alright, it's October the 7th. I remember finding my first sponsor. I had met her years before when I made the transition from Alateen into Al-Anon. I thought she was odd. She always smiled and laughed. At that point in recovery, I thought people who didn't take the healing process seriously had nothing to offer. I saw my sponsor to be a few years later at convention. I didn't think of her again until I was desperate. Someone close to me had moved away, and I thought I wouldn't survive the loss. I had been in Al-Anon for 3 years and still didn't have a sponsor. My anguish brought me to my knees. I begged God for help, climbed into bed, and promptly fell asleep. I awoke to birds singing. Clear as a bell, a voice deep within told me to ask the odd lady to be my sponsor. I knew this voice was my higher powers. You gotta be kidding, I said. My higher power kept repeating the instructions. I was in enough pain to try anything, so I asked her to be my sponsor. She was open to the idea and suggested we both pray about it for a week and then talk again. When I said I still wanted her to be my sponsor, she agreed. This experience taught me about listening to and acting on God's will, even when it seems to say something strange. My first sponsor and I ended up together for 8 years. She became the key to my program. Her love led me toward a sense of belonging. I will be forever grateful for her presence in my life. Thought for the day: a sponsor is a special person who helps me make the program come alive. Experience shows that sponsorship is a valuable aid to personal understanding and use of the Al-Anon program of recovery. And that's from the book Sponsorship, What It's All About, page number 3. Good stuff, y'all. Yeah, this brings me back to my first sponsor, which I'm still in touch with even today. Sponsored an ACA. We actually worked step 1 to 4, the AA step 1 to 4 program, and I always loved his energy. Always loved the insights that he had to share, and that's why I chose to ask him to be my sponsor, and he agreed. So we worked together for a while. I got a lot out of it, y'all, a ton of stuff, and still, like I said, still in touch with him today, even if I, yeah, not actively working with him in the steps right now. Uh, but the sponsorship thing is kind of a double-edged sword, though. I've learned that I had another sponsor, a friend of mine from California, so it's kind of, sometimes it can come like a hierarchy if you're not careful. We're all equal, right? We're all equal. We're all sponsor and sponsee. One shouldn't be, in my experience, above or below the other. And sometimes it can create that hierarchy where one is actually above the other and looking down on the other one. And it can get unhealthy, I think, depending on the dynamic and such. So I think it's more about, if you're going to sponsor somebody, keep it on an even playing field, and really see that you're not better than the other one, right? One's not on a higher. Obviously, one could be more spiritually advanced. I'm not saying that, right? More conscious, living a better life than the sponsee. That could be right, okay? But it doesn't mean that there has to be any kind of condescending thing that occurs during sponsorship, being condescending. So another sponsor I had is one of my friends in California. Me and him still, same thing, we still stay in touch to today. He's not actively sponsoring with me, but we are. We do work on stuff together. We do talk and share a lot of our experience, strength, and hope. So I consider them fellow travelers now. The ACA program, which I'm really, really highly involved in right now here in my local area, they actually don't suggest sponsorship or sponsors and sponsees. They suggest doing it as fellow travelers. You go through the program as equals, as fellow travelers, which is really what I like. I mean, for the 12 steps, I think it just keeps that kind of common ground where one doesn't become like on a pedestal and the other one's down here getting talked down, or maybe being condescending, which can happen, right? So yeah, good stuff, y'all. But definitely important to have fellow travelers, sponsors. I think the whole bit. So definitely suggest pretty much any 12-step program to anybody. I think Al-Anon, in my experiences, Al-Anon's probably good for anybody, to be honest. It's a really good program. I love Al-Anon. I go to Al-Anon meetings from time to time as well. ACA is kind of my focus right now, but I am making some shifts on that too. Not really sure exactly where I'm going to go with it, but I'm currently working on getting ready to redo my step 4, which is taking my inventory and working on that again. So specifically my sexual inventory from my past, I'm focusing on that, going about it a little bit differently this time than I did last time. So looking forward to that, but also not looking forward to that. It's gonna be a challenging journey. So, but I think I'm ready. So I did my resentments, I did my fears, a lot of other things. I mean, my sexual inventory, I did it too, right? But I did it maybe from a different understanding, a different perspective at that time. I think I avoided some things in my inventory, my sexual inventory from the past. So now I think I'm ready to face more of those things, right? So that's why I'm about to redo that. So those of y'all just joining, I appreciate you coming on here. Definitely go back and rewatch this if you missed some of it. And yeah, without further ado, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the day. And go out there and make it a great day. And take care, everybody. Look forward to seeing y'all the same time tomorrow. Peace and love. Bye for now.